What are you guys doing? There we go. All right. I'm not sure if American Truck Simulator will work with the new screen region. I kind of feel like it won't. In fact, actually, can we do a little bit of messing with the main screen region here? Gear up your trucking simulator with Trucky. No. No. Who the hell told me to do that in here? Gaming keyboard? You don't need to exist. We're back and kind of a long delay on YouTube. I apologize. No, it's some... I think it's like my NVIDIA control panel or Steel Series or Overwolf or any of these stupid things that boot up every time I look away from my computer for 5 seconds. Java update available. Yeah? I think we're probably okay on that. Let me get the, All right, so maybe I just duplicate this screen region? Yeah. And then I'm going to see if I can fix this. All right, so what if we make it so that way the screen region is a bit more like this. We get rid of that. We make the browser source fit into this area here. This is what I'm working on, by the way. I'm trying to make this smaller. Instead of 900, let's make it like 1100. Okay, that's a little on the big side. I can just like shrink it a little bit. And then I make myself smaller to fit into this corner. There we are. And then we make this line up. This is probably not something I should do when I'm trying to see it through the smallest possible version of itself. How illegible is that text? On desktop, it's completely legible. Okay, cool. We'll see if this works then. We're legible, regrettably. And then I'm going to shift the camera over slightly to this side. So that way I'm still in frame. Okay, I think I fixed it. Let's see if this works better. And if it does, we'll make this, like, more permanent. Alright, I don't think we're in the middle of any drives or anything, so we're just gonna have to pick up a new one. Can I recommend a Doom mod for you? Sure. Okay, I want a job that takes me to Brownsville. Fort Worth to Brownsville. We've been to Fort Worth or no? Oh, we can start in Fort Worth despite the fact that Fort Worth isn't on the map? Oh, no, we're just really far. What about Junction to Brownsville? Is that a thing? Fort Stockton. What's the importance of getting to Brownsville? I just haven't been there yet. And I want to visit all of Texas. So there's literally, it's not that Brownsville is special, it's just that I haven't been there. Have I seen any UFOs yet? I have not, no. I wonder where this picture is supposed to be taken. What is this, like? It almost looks like Monaco? But I know it's not. Your bottom text is missing. Yeah, I couldn't fit it. What route we're taking? Oh my god, this is like a... I have 2 trailers? I can do that? Hmm. Let me get back on the road and then I need to, That looks like a pain to drive. Oh, you know it will be. We're absolutely gonna get in trouble for that, but again, I don't really care. Gas-powered train setup. Yeah, I feel like we could have done this with a train. This is like a Walmart distribution center or something. I'll try and be a good boy until things go wrong. And then no fucks will be given. There we are. I'm like extraordinarily bad at figuring out what you guys would want me to stream. Let me put it that way. Like I was not expecting trucking to win. And I was expecting Baldur's Gate to have like way more votes than Contraband. That's why we do these polls. Hey Buff, thank you for the follow. We enjoy seeing you commit crimes. That makes sense. Truck core kind of day. It's been a week where going and doing some trucking sounds like a good end of the week. New subathon goal? Get all the train sim stuff? Listen, if I had $7,000, I would not be spending it on Train Simulator. I was driving around the other day, and I was thinking about Train Simulator. I was thinking about it, and I was like, what a boring fucking concept for a game. Like, you can't... Like, if I wanted to go up on the grass there, I could. There's nothing stopping me. Like, literally on rails. Trains are very cool. I'm just saying, I don't think it would be as enjoyable to play as, like, driving a semi. Train good, car bad. Agreed. Like, okay. IRL, trains are incredible. I would love to be able to just, like, when we do our move up north, just take a train. I think that would be so much more enjoyable for everyone involved. I'm just saying, I don't know if video games about trains are as interesting as, well, you survived this time. Train racing game. I like Choo Choo Charles because of the way that the train was implemented. You know? Like, you could do things. And the train felt like a piece of kit, like a thing you have. It was like a gun platform, and so you had like this like vulnerability when the train was like a mecha on rails. Exactly. Choo Choo Charles didn't have enough killing of children. How would you do train battle royale? Maybe you'd do it where you'd have two trains that were like side by side fighting, and then like you had to like you could literally just, you know how like a round robin bracket looks or whatever, where you have like 2v2 and then they combine? Like, make that it. And if you don't like kill off the other train before you get to the part where you guys like get together, then you just die. Like, the tracks just like combine, but once you pass a certain point, if you get to that point before your opponent does, then all trucks pull in, but that cement truck doesn't have to. I need a battle royale racer that's a riff on Road Rash. '64 specifically. There was Road Redemption, which was a roguelike in that style. And it was okay. It was alright out of 10. I still have I think the dev as like a friend on Steam, so, you know, full disclosure on that. But I don't think I've ever like really spoken to him. Sorry, I forgot to turn on my fucking headlights. I love the color of the sky right now. That's really cool. I mean, like I was saying the other day, or I guess just a minute ago, I may or may not be streaming this. Oh, yeah, I guess it is very cropped. Hold on, I need to fix that. Oh, weird. How did I possibly make this screen region not 16:9? Like, that's the whole fucking point of this. Okay. All right. I can fix this. I can fix this. So it ended up just being that now. I think that's what it ends up as. Yeah. It's a little fucky. I see. All right, hold on. I need to fix the chat. $700, not 7,000. All right, that should be better now. That's a very angry gray cloud. I mean, that's just like... And it looks like a storm cloud in Texas. That looks like you're gonna get... That's the really intense rain. That dark cloud there, that's the real shit. That's the... You're gonna be driving in some stupid-ass traffic. Because as soon as water starts falling from the sky, Texans forget how to drive. Like, if there is weather... Texans don't know how to drive. Like, it's mostly not sunny weather, but sometimes just when it's sunny out, that's also confusing. Hey, Android, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, like, you drive through this, because we don't really get seasons. We have, like, hot and cold. And our cold is actually cold now because of global warming. So, yeah. I think that just, like, Texas drivers are just real bad. Oh, I can also move this more central again. Enjoy that 13 degrees. Yeah, it's gonna get below freezing theoretically on Sunday. Hopefully the power doesn't go out and it's just like everyone just stays home. Maybe school's canceled. If you're any of the people who bought a painting in the lot sale and I haven't already sent you tracking information, your paintings might be delayed. Apologies. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right today. We pretty much finished up with the painting I was working on. Got to switch out the battery and sign it and such, but like it's pretty much done. I mean, like, all of this looks very normal to me, which leads me to believe that this is just, like, they did a good job researching Texas. I hope you're doing well as well, Android. Mostly done. I mean, like, all I gotta do is sign it and then paint the edges black. And, like, the only thing stopping me from doing that is, like, I just couldn't. I ran out of battery. And those are like the main things I needed to get done this week. The other thing is I need to finish gluing together my last runt herd for a tournament this weekend, which hopefully is not going to be canceled by the weather. They're not good, but runt herd is a leader of some Gretchen. He keeps them in line. Gretchen just go to an objective and stand there so I don't have to spend actual resources defending an objective. I clear the objective with something that, like, you know, strong, and then it continues to push forward and through, as one would expect. But the Gretchen take over on just holding the objective. Train's over there. Is that guy gonna drive into the train? No, he stopped. He was going so fast, I was a little concerned. CMV inspection station. Oh, thank fuck, I can bypass it. I have no idea how that system is supposed to work. Like, why am I allowed to bypass it like 90% of the time? How many crashes have we had so far? Today, none. I've been a very good boy. I told chat, I'm gonna be very safe until my speedometer is not accurate right now. It says 0 miles per hour. Which I would assume that I'm actually like moving. So there's that. My thing on the right-hand side of the screen is correct. There's a new game that looks my summer car-ish. Oh, I need to make sure that I've got chat fully available for me. It's called Pacific Drive or something like that? Okay. I didn't really like the Canadian one. It felt really like it was just kind of attempting to steal the thunder of my summer car. What is this bullshit? Road work? Fuck off. Been working this whole time. I dreamt that I nearly avoided a plane crash. Were you like flying? Just cut all of those people off. I do not give a shit. We are not doing the zipper method. I have things to do and places to go. And people to fuck. That was great. This is a fairly easy drive. What are we delivering? I think it said lettuce. Trucking and fucking, it's all it's about, man. I don't think I could do trucking as a career. I say this every time. I really want to learn some of the songs from my summer car. Rock and Roll is a, like, good song. You know, relatively. It's an endearing song, but I looked up the lyrics in English, and it's a little bit wife bad. And I don't like wife bad. Wife good, actually. Root and Ma? Yeah. Yeah, wife bad. Exactly. Like, that mindset isn't good. I sometimes go back and I listen to those and I see people commenting about like, oh yeah, I loved Rev's stream of this. I'm just like, that's amazing. You know? I feel like we're starting to get into doublespeak when we have to say multiple bads. It's like not all wife bad. I'm trying to remember the specific lyric. It's like, what is that? Hold on. I've kind of gotten done with like, I keep seeing like, I'm kind of done with, like, World War III trending on Twitter. Oh, wow. Billy Mitchell settles suit over Donkey Kong world record. And Supreme Court to weigh on whether or not cities can punish homeless people for sleeping on public land. Oh, no. When is it not trending? Exactly, and we're not dead yet, so it's fine. I'll read that later. I mean, like, if it were any other Supreme Court, I'd be like, we might have a chance at this going in a good way. But, I have no trust in this government, so probably not. What was I gonna... Oh, rock and roll... My summer car lyrics. Okay. So directly after the whistle solo, after the whistle solo, the lyrics go roughly translated according to the Steam thing. It goes, I met a cute girl, or a girl anyway. I didn't get anything contagious, anything you can't heal. On the third date, 2 lines on the pregnancy test. We still got married, even though the father-in-law said, and then it's just censored. And then it goes back to the chorus of, you know, rock and roll. So it's like a little bit wife bad. And like, that's not the... I mean, it's a funny song, but like... I don't want anyone to think that that's how I think about, like, my wife. Like... My wife is cute as fuck. Love wife. Just kid bash the lyrics. I guess I could change the lyrics up. I mean, it's kind of like a we're gonna keep on trucking, we're gonna keep on walking, don't worry about it kind of song, you know? Like, I was bullied in school. The Lazaritas didn't believe in Elvises. Teachers didn't do anything. We have Jesus all the way. I went to the civilian service. I was no good for the grays, the army uniform. In formation, I yelled, hey, rock and roll is here to stay. They don't employ civvies, but I didn't care. I said, yes, box and Holly Ray. That's another lyric from the song. Basically, like, it sounds like they've got like a conscription or something, like the mandatory service in Finland. And it's not being like, oh, super patriotic. It's just sort of saying, did you switch your overlay back? Yeah, it was fucked, unfortunately. My wife by Hot Dad is basically you. Well, the bit where it's like kind of wife bad is where it's like my wife isn't cute, and I don't agree with that sentiment. That's a song in My Summer Car, yeah. It's in Finnish, so I mean, like... And that's the translation that someone on the Steam forums gave, like, a few years ago. Yeah, I met a pretty girl, or a girl anyway. That bit, I'm just like, no, that's... I mean, maybe I'm being a little, like, oversensitive about that, but... My wife is like amazing. Like she's been helping me pack all of the paintings and stuff. You know? Like she's been helping like do like a bunch of shit around the house as well as make sure that I'm good to stream. Like that feels so fucking good. Like she's supporting me wholly and fully. You know? I think it's just because it's like specifically calling out my wife that I'm like, no. If it was calling out like an ex or something, like I could say that about some of my exes, you know. Dated a cute girl. Girl anyway. Like I'd be fine with saying that because like, yeah, like, you know. I believe that everyone and anyone can get, you know, I mean, you take care of yourself and, you know, you don't have to be totally in love with yourself in order to find love. I just showed you a thing of how my last year went through that painting. There you go. That emote has, like, withstand the test of time. A port of this game that ports the, or a mod of this game that ports the middle finger button. It's pretty solid. Pingu is timeless. Nope, nope. Nope, nope. My summer car has paranormal elements now? What? You're supposed to be perfectly put together before your partner, and you're, yeah, I mean, like, your partner is not your therapist. Like, I went to therapy. I'll agree with that bit. Like, you can share the stuff that's going on in your head, but, like, you shouldn't make all of it theirs to deal with. You know? Day of continuing my summer car. I mean, I can always do that. It's gotten some updates. And it's been quite a long time. I'd have to completely restart the game is the main issue. I'm totally not gonna park this. This thing's gonna jackknife like a motherfucker. I do not... Wait, where should I place it? Oh. Okay, I'll give it a go. Yeah, I don't like the... I know what you mean. Am I supposed to pronounce your name a shit? All right, I want to get these last cities. There's a lot of the East Coast. Texts are Corpus Christi, Amarillo, Waco, or San Angelo. I think it's between Amarillo or Corpus Christi. I think I'm going to do Amarillo because I think we also get to hit Lubbock. Yeah. It's so funny that people are like, they freak out about like Waco when Waco is just like a city that's near me, you know? I don't know what are we hauling? I hope it's explosives so I can die. Almost didn't have my lights on. That would have been expensive. In Barotrauma, you can also do trucking missions. If I want to play Barotrauma again, it would probably be with Fred, you know? It's because the thing said a compound near Waco. I actually don't know where that compound was. I mean, obviously you can't visit it anymore because it burned down. Because the cops were incompetent assholes, unnecessarily being aggressive. Why did they even do that? Cops were cops, yeah. Like, I don't think that there was any evidence of them doing anything like all that fucked up aside from like gathering weapons. Which, considering that the cops did raid them, seems legit. Like, it definitely had culty vibes, but like didn't have the normal culty stuff. Like, people could leave, and as far as I was aware, there was not any of the normal. Cult leader was a creepy pedo? I didn't hear anything about him being a pedo. I was about to say that bit. Lubbock sounds like the Russian word for pubis. Amazing. Again, a town that I've passed through a handful of times going northish. It's been a minute since I looked into the Waco thing, so I don't actually know if that was like he was chill or not. So there's like a... Why are all cult leaders rapists and pedos? Because that's kind of the point, unfortunately. Like, unironically, the point of being a cult leader is being able to have sex with anyone and everyone. Specifically, like, it's a power trip. Because when you're not a rapist or a pedo, you're just a regular religious sect. Catholic Church is enter chat. What? Like, it's pretty easy to convince people to, like, let you hang out with their kids if you're Jesus, you know? Like, if you're the next coming of Christ, it's not like a big deal or anything. Like, yeah, Jesus wouldn't do anything fucked up like that. Which, like, true. So maybe he's not Jesus. Mag6, thank you for the 20 months of support. It's very cool of you. Happy birthday indeed. That being said, however, I will point out that, like, there is... Cult leader just want a harem. I just want people to chill with. That's what's so fucking upsetting. It's like, I want a religious thing where we all hang out. But without, like, the cult things, you know? Like, we're not, like... No weird shit. Like... Only consenting adults. That's fair. That's very fair, Mag. That's just a polycule? Well, I don't want to have anything like... I'm pretty monogamous, personally. It's just not my bag. I just don't have the time or energy to, like, take care of more than one person. Yeah, I think I'm talking about, like, an activist group or, like, a social club or, like, a D&D meeting. Or just like a book club, yeah. What is this turn? What was that fucking maneuver? He stopped in the middle of the... A gentleman's club of gamers. Do you mean Star Citizen? I mean, someone already did that joke, but I'm stealing it. Yeah, usually that's how it is like when a lot of, well, usually it's dudes running cults. You could argue that you're already in one. Twitch chat is your church. I think the human proximity would also be nice. Some of us even give you money. I mean, true. I guess this is a cult. Same problem with authoritarianism. Yeah. No. Like, as soon as you have, like, I get to decide who wins or loses, I get to decide who lives or dies. That's a bad thing, in my opinion. Rev doesn't fuck us, though, yeah. I'm not a very good cult leader. I haven't had any, like, weird... I was told that there would be Kool-Aid and I feel ripped off. I'm already in the cult of the clown pubes. That's okay. That's fine. Does fucking with our heads count? Sure, that's fine. I don't mind that. Wait, they didn't even splurge for legit Kool-Aid? Are you gonna play it when the sex update drops? I mean, if y'all want. Iron Mouse is aware of clown pubes? I'm not even sure if I believe the sex update is actually kind of real. It's gotta suck for Kool-Aid being... Who owns Kool-Aid? Kraft. Well, there you are. Well, then I don't give a shit. Fuck them. Also, this Billy Mitchell article is here. This is from Courthouse News Service. My phone thought I'd be interested, which I am. I don't know of this news service or how legitimate it is, but... settlement in the trial was announced on Thursday morning. When asked to comment on the settlement, he said only, "I'm sorry, I don't know you." We need another Rev and Tilda stream. We could do that sometime soon. Everyone is excited after 4 years to see the resolution. What was the decision? Kingdom 2 Crowns with Tilda? Kingdom did not do well. Well, it seems like they settled, which... Blah, blah, blah. Who fucking won? I've debased myself in front of... No, who's this? Trashadin? Oh, Twin Galaxy's own lawyer. Faced misconduct claims after his own... He improperly contacted 2 witnesses, prompting Superior Court Judge Wendy Chang, who was overseeing the case, to consider referring him to the state bar for discipline. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment, and I was upset and frustrated by what appeared to me by purposeful fabrication and hiding of the evidence. All right, my dude. Now, outlook is bleak for the plaintiff, so I am the target now. The plaintiff is chomping at the bit to see me referred to the state bar. Yeah. No one seems more happy or more pleased with the end of the case than Judge Chang, who told the parties during a short hearing, "Oh my word, can I tell you how happy I am?" The plaintiff has created fake physical evidence that he's refusing to produce. A court filing by Twin Galaxies read, he has used others in an attempt to create evidence and to secret it away. He has lied in discovery. You do not lie in discovery. That is the fucking dumbest shit you could possibly do. That is the basic facts of the case. You do not lie then. You don't lie at all, but you definitely don't lie at that part. According to Twin Galaxies, Mitchell had claimed falsely to have received a plaque by Namco, which he either created a fake one or doctored a real plaque. I see. Yeah. Billy Mitchell, the King of Kong guy, who most likely, allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly so I don't have to deal with what Carl Jorps is dealing with. Allegedly, lied about making his world record scores repeatedly. Allegedly. With the evidence, allegedly seeming to show that in perfect clarity. And Billy Mitchell, you know, not being totally transparent in court. Allegedly. I'm using allegedly like a fucking shield here, because that guy is so litigious. Not throwing an allegedly behind that. I think you can just look that up. Like, anyone who criticizes him with any sort of platform gets sued. It's been proven without doubt that he's just suing to silence. Yeah, exactly. He can't back up any of his world record claims. Like, he doesn't have evidence, and the evidence that he does have is not, very good. Like, it's kinda shaky at best. It would be a worthless lawsuit? Speaking as someone who is still having to deal with a lawsuit, fucking 4 years on, yeah, no, it doesn't fucking matter if it's stupid and there's no evidence to back it up and they don't do discovery correctly. If the judge doesn't like you, then it's fine. The car suit is not over, no. That shit is still happening. I may have to, like, fly back to Texas to do a deposition. What does that sound mean? Yeah, the judge decided not to throw it out, as far as I understand. Despite the fact that he was way past due on trying to contact me to, like, I don't know, serve me papers. It's basically half a year off on getting that done. But the judge was like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. It's like, I work from home. Come knock on my door and serve me papers. Like, as soon as they actually hired a dude to come serve me papers, I immediately called him back the next day after calling my lawyer first. And, you know, just going, hey, I haven't been served papers before, what the fuck? He's like, just go and get them, it's not a big deal. All right, cool. And then I went and got him the next day. We scheduled a meeting the next day. I think it actually was 2 days later that I actually met up with him, but, like, we scheduled it the next day. I don't think it's anything like that. I think that just, like, they must have made some argument. What was this all about again? In my opinion, he was speeding when I was trying to make a left-hand turn across traffic and hit the passenger side front wheel. Well, my wife was in the car. I don't want to talk about it too much for the sake of, like, legal reasons, but it's a commonplace for people to speed, and we were just turning around. I had checked for him. He wasn't there, but with the way the ditch was, I couldn't see him. But I did check. I double checked. I look both ways when I cross the street like that. But the Tetris thing is cool as hell. That kid. Do you have a dash cam? I wish. I was at the con the day he had his scores pulled. Oh my god, really? I watched him stand in a booth covered in all the info about his scores with the angriest look on his face and no one around it. Wow. That would have been real fun to be there for. Oh, the stupid truck on a rock for no reason? I love that. That's so Texas. We love putting trucks on rocks. What's going on with this loop here? Can't tell if this is just two roads intersect. No, we go under the other road. Okay. It's just gonna keep going straight, but it looks like you can't do that here. Who's Tommy Tallarico? Yeah, the H-Bomber guy video is pretty much all I know about him, I'll be honest. After this delivery, I need to go and get some water. I'm thirsty. Yeah, as far as I understand the video, he claims to be a composer for a bunch of games, but just he got his name in the credits instead of the actual person. He reminds me of an AI bro. I hated him since his show on G4. He had a show on G4? Fucking why? He reviewed games on G4. He gave Melee a 2.5 out of 10. Smash Brothers Melee, a well-known horrible game. 2.5 out of 10. Traffic light? Oh, fuck! There was a red light cam. I watched G4 like religiously when I was a kid. That's awesome. Thank you, Toefoundor. I'll have to check into that. G4 had some like good shows. Like I said, I had to stop following Adam Sessler because I was following him on Twitter for a while. I don't give a shit. And if you do, that's your problem. Get the fuck out of my way. Yeah, G4 just didn't age well. I saw a segment with Morgan Webb where like it's more or less a normal like it was totally fine for most of it, and then suddenly just was racist for no reason. I also remember that one show where it was like It was this Asian girl in a fairly tiny bikini doing science on whether or not her melons, which were actual melons, would float or not. Does anyone else remember that show? Here, hold on. I can't find that, but I can find a woman on TikTok who eats melons non-sexually. I think it's like mukbang. I can't find it. It's pretty much what you think. Oh, right, this guy. I forgot about this.
What's your favorite PC game? No, not Quake. I'm talking about Half-Life!
Also, this is like still off center. I actually don't know what, like, yeah, I didn't know what to call this, and I never fixed this. The 90s were just like this. Agreed. Oh, that was me saying that. Well, that explains some things. I like it when past me is right. I really dislike it when past me is wrong. Still have a whole shit ton of paint drying on my hands. What about future me? I hope future me forgives past me for not having the right takes. Didn't that guy try to make a Amco? Yes, that guy. I don't know how to turn on my windshield wipers. Anyone want to take a guess what button it is? I've hit K. Oh, that's high beams. As is J. L? L is lights. H is horns. G. F. F is flashers. X. C. I don't know what C did. Q. Oh, that's the dryer. Thought that was a thunderstorm. Give me a second to, like, get chat back. There we go. It's not T. T, maybe Y. U. I. I? Oh, that tells me about oil pressure and shit. O. P? There it is. It's P for some reason. My headlights are on. Fuck you. Hello? Moshi Moshi. Just horrible. How about yourself?
I'm calling today because it's that time of year again, the Medicare annual enrollment period. I want to make sure you're getting the most out of your Medicare coverage. So, do you have Medicare Part A and B?
And C.
Let me transfer your call to my senior supervisor, who will further assist you and let you know what options we have for you, okay?
That would be beautiful. I'm doing awful. How about yourself, man? Pingal, by the way. They don't even try anymore now. I don't recommend messing with scam callers. I think I've gotten about 10 or 12 today. They're probably all about like senior benefits for tax stuff or whatever, or enrollment or whatever. I don't know. That's not the road. I think that you don't know about the secret lane that's on the side. We recently got a scam call that was in English, even though we live in Germany. Listen, there's a solid white line here. That looks like a lane marker to me. It's paved, it's road. You drive like my dad. Horrifying. I'm actually a very safe driver, RRL. Like, I don't actually do any of this shit. I really hope there's a gas station over here. Hey, guess who's getting cut off? It's you. Fuck you. Oh, it's one of those warning things. If you're getting too close on the sides. I'm sorry, that wasn't a real gas station. Excuse me, we'll keep driving for a minute. I don't think there's a red light cam. So as long as I can do it without... There is a red light. You know what? In for a penny, in for a pound. I've already gotten punished, so let's just go. Like, they can't tag me again for it. I didn't think there was a red light camera. Actually don't know where the red light camera is on that intersection. Curious to know about that that other story I was reading about. Supreme Court on Friday agreed to consider a case on whether or not municipality ordinances that bar homeless people from camping on public property violate constitutional protections against cruel and unusual punishment. Yay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know other languages because I'm an American. Sorry, I must have hit an invisible wall there. Read some politicians talking about it. Were they Republicans? What do you think? Yeah, I was wondering why you were upset. The unfortunate bit is that the Overton window is so far to the right, I actually have no idea what Democrats are saying about that anymore. Corporate mainstream media doesn't mind certain kinds of left-wing stuff. Like, Biden's okay, you know? That's okay with them. I don't think, well, they agreed to hear the case today. So they're not going to dismiss it. They'll look at it and then they'll probably say being poor is a choice or something. Yeah, they're fine with cultural leftism, not economic leftism. Economics need to be very capitalist, else it's a problem. And even still with the LGBT thing, it's like a little shaky on whether or not it's all right for Democrats to support, you know? Would not consider Biden left-wing at all. As far as American politics go, he is left-wing. But you compare him to someone like, I don't know, even like Mitt Romney back in the day, like they're pretty close, you know? I mean, Mitt Romney's still kicking around, I'm pretty sure. Just every now and then he'll pop up and say something. But there are Democratic candidates aside from Biden, but they will not be chosen as the favored to win. Mitt has been one of the few Republicans to criticize Trump, which seems like such an incredibly low bar. Yeah, no. Based on the fact that Bernie was way more popular, leading into, you know, Biden being selected as the choice for the Democratic Party, it's not, there's no fucking chance it's going to be anyone other than Biden. Like, no shot. It's going to be Biden versus probably Trump. Round 2. I mean, I'd rather have Biden than Trump, but again, the bar is so incredibly low. Like, would I rather have a guy who doesn't like genocide, but does it anyway, or a guy who likes genocide and talks about how he wants to do a genocide? It's like, it's not a great situation. Didn't they say that he wasn't allowed to run? Yeah, but that's being taken up by courts, and it's probably going to get pushed all the way to the Supreme Court. So, and that's only in what, Maine, and I forget where the other place was. Colorado, right? Colorado. Thank you. Just kind of had a mind blank moment. I was going to say Oklahoma, and I'm like, that's not right. Oh, there's another one? Well, I think write-in candidates don't ever have a chance. Did you ever consider moving to Colorado? It was in the cards. We thought about it. Hey, Gigi, how you doing? If you want my balls, come and take them. You're gonna be Simon Belmont in front of Dracula's castle. Is that, Dracula flow? That sounds like, Dracula flow lyrics. Original. Yeah, we thought about actually doing our honeymoon. I was drawing birthday art for my mod, Tuba Walrus. Good, happy birthday, Tuba. True Blue Deuce, thank you for the 27 months of support. We ended up not going to Colorado because, like, taking a train there would be too expensive and we didn't want to spend all of the money in the world on our honeymoon. What we ended up doing was really nice. And we're basically just like, we just want that on the daily. You know? A little, like, plot of land with no one around us and, you know, silence, the stars. Big windows. It seems like we might be able to do that in Colorado. I mean, not Colorado, Maine. Basically, we want to live like Moomins. Oh, happy birthday, Uncle. I didn't know it was your birthday. Yeah. The US has trains, but like a train service is like not super... It's kind of not real. Like, there's not that many lines that go from, like... Yeah, like, if you want to go to, like... anywhere on the East Coast, you might be able to take a train. We're very road-focused here. Yeah, if you want trains, be in the Northeast. Because we kind of just, like, stopped doing that after a while. Jill Stein is too far out there for the either party to accept her. And, if you're not on the ballot as either the Republican or Democratic, like, choice, you're not going to win an election. With the way the electors in the Electoral College are, you straight up do not have a chance. You cannot win. Like, that's not me, like, saying that's a good thing. I'm saying that's a bad thing. But also, like, the truth. Like, I've lived in Texas my whole life. Like, voting does not matter here. Your vote will go Republican regardless of what you think. I think getting rid of the Electoral College is one of the smartest decisions that could be made to fix this system. If we're even deciding to fix the system, which, you know, that's a different conversation entirely. The only way it'll ever be gone is Republicans win the popular vote but lose the college. I think Democrats like it too. Terrified that Bento might raise taxes. I love that. That's your way of spelling it. I'll be right back. I need to go get some water. Give me a minute. 2 minutes, let's say, so I can go to the bathroom as well. BRB. All right, I'm back. And sorry I was gone too long. Let me pull up chat and all that jazz. Did I wash my hands? I did indeed. Went and talked to the wife, got some water. All the things. I'm gonna have to get a new one of these. This one is, I believe I kissed my wife. Hold on, I didn't. Give me a sec. All right, now I'm back. All right. Oh, let me get the chat back. There we are. Now what? Oh, right, we finished that one. I say we do a couple more drives. I'm gonna try and get these remaining cities. Long. Brownsville to... Oh, come on. I'm trying to hit more than one town every time I drive. I think this will hit 2. So that one's pretty good. Last one on the first page. Yeah, they just don't want you driving along the coastline. What if I go to Lufkin to Tyler? Yeah, I could do that. And then from Lufkin, yeah, we turn at Lufkin to go to Tyler. The speedruns of this are apparently about getting the, there's like, you remember in Assassin's Creed, they have those points of interest where you climb a tower and then you get to see like a cool panoramic of like the area? They do that in this game too. Lufkin is my least favorite place I've ever lived. I've never even heard of Lufkin, Texas, I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what goes on in Lufkin, Texas. Trip to Lufkin for stream? Nothing happens in Lufkin, Texas. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oop. Like, if I'm on a road trip, I'd like to road trip somewhere that, like, I don't know, would be interesting. Like the center of the world or something. Like, that would be fun. I know, I keep thinking it's Snufkin as well. I would totally live in a place that was like Snufkin. Does anyone know a good alternative to Cine Minis and Nesquik? Chocolate milk? Yeah, chocolate milk. I don't know what Cine Minis are, but I would assume they're like cinnamon rolls, but small? Also, does anyone actually ken Luffy of all people? Like... Oh, the EU version of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I see. Yeah, I don't have a good answer to that. What does that mean? You know how some people are like, my fursona is this? What if your fursona was Luffy? Well, not like so much as a fursona, but like you are actually Luffy. We have not watched the live-action One Piece. Tilda really likes One Piece, and after we saw the Cowboy Bebop one, we're both, So like an NPC streamer? No. Yeah, it's called fiction-kin, not to be confused with fact-kin, which is more accurately described as a mental disorder. Because believing you are an actual person that exists currently is borderline impersonation. I don't think that's imposter syndrome. That's a different thing. Somehow not. What about fatkin? You just kin with the idea of being fat? What are you two doing? Like, I'm sorry if that offends anyone. If it makes you feel any better, the person that you're kinning probably doesn't give a shit. Isn't Snufkin from Sesame Street? No, Snufkin is from Moomin, who's based on anarchist that the writer knew, which makes so much fucking sense. You're thinking of Snuffleupagus, who's a woolly mammoth. Moomin has, like, got lots of subtext. Oh yeah, Snuffleupagus was, like, Big Bird's not imaginary friend? I want my fiction kin to be Mr. Bean. You do not know what you say. It'd be really funny to be like, I'm not the real your name and not elaborate on your deathbed. Yeah. What if I kin a corpse because I hate my fucking existence? I believe that's, something that Dead from Mayhem had, yes? He legitimately believed that he was dead? He's not, would not stand dead. He got hit in the head real hard during, I want to say, like, ice skating, maybe hockey. Cotard syndrome, yes, that's the name of it, yes. The belief that you are dead. Like, you are not alive anymore. You are a walking corpse, and just nothing will prove it to you otherwise. Checking your pulse, you know, showing your blood pressure still going, putting a mirror up to your mouth to show that there's, like, air coming out of you still, it doesn't matter. You believe you are dead. Like, not dead inside, but just actually dead. It's a really interesting, thing. Why are there a bunch of really weird Scandinavian metal band people? I don't know a lot about Scandinavia, but I have played My Summer Car. I question on whether or not people who live in Scandinavia are okay. I need to check my map to make sure I'm going the right way. I am not actually going the right way. I need to turn. Actually, I need to turn here. Yeah. I'm going off course. Don't He hit me. Will I play My Winter Car if it comes out? Yeah, of course. Now, hold up. Oh, okay. So then I turn left onto Route 69. Nice. You should play My Summer Car again. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that today. We might have to do that. Scandinavian people are bored because they have no sunlight during the day. Read a story where someone got hit by a car and his life was so shitty that he started to believe that he had died and was in hell. Yeah. That's kind of what was going on with Dead. After he got like some severe brain damage from an ice skating accident, I think it was hockey related, but don't quote me on that. He started rolling like dead birds into his clothes the night before the show and then burying it so that way he'd smell like the grave. Didn't that Vark guy make a skull or a necklace out of that dude's skull? I want to say that it was the fragments of Dead's skull post shotgun suicide that he used. If you want to see Dead's body, I have a book that has a picture of it. It was on the front cover of one of their albums. The book is like a whole bunch of like metal album covers, and I just put a sticky note over that one, and it says, read the description first. So that way, like, you don't have to, like, you know, see that if you don't want to when you're flipping through my shit. Because the description tells you what it is. I thought you were talking about an anime and not a real dude. No, this is a real human being. Oh, that was interesting. I kind of like popped it onto two wheels for a minute. This is going to be a problem for someone that's not me. How did we start talking about Dead? Someone said that they Kin's not being alive, I think. They also went around and burned down a whole bunch of churches because they were being white supremacists. White supremacy is different in Scandinavia. I actually don't remember the name of that album. How different? They kind of try and lean more into the, you know, Viking heritage kind of thing. Dawn of the Black Hearts, that's the name of it, you're right. I totally forgot to touch base with Hacker. I haven't talked to Hacker in a minute. Wait, no, I did. Didn't I? Might have messaged them. Yeah, white supremacy in Scandinavia is not associated with Christianity because it's not part of their heritage. And Christianity is seen as like an invading force instead. So it's like, yeah. Today is Friday in Scandinavia. Yeah. Invite her to a round of your amazing board game. I'm gonna have to make some revisions, and then I'll make a Rev game. Rev's awesome board game version 2. Oh yeah, I'd totally do a convoy with meat. I like meat. Meat is good people. Have you played any TTRPGs, tabletop role-playing games? D&D, Pathfinder. Okay, so for D&D, it was D&D 3rd edition, 3.5. I don't think I've played 4. I might have. I know I've played Pathfinder, and I think that was the 1st edition. I used to run Call of Cthulhu. And that's it. The board game stream had like no it had no bad moments, in my opinion. Just the lull before the storm. Consistently. I'm glad everyone understood that it was supposed to be bullshit. 4 is the one with almost no magic, so you'd probably remember. Gerald, I think, came from... Yeah, he did come from 5th edition, because he was an Eldritch Knight. Cool. Can you stop at Buc-ee's to pick up peanut brittle? I'd prefer you not eat peanut in my vicinity. Yeah, you're gonna have to kind of... I know you're working on that edit. You're gonna have to, like, cut out some of the bits, because the whole stream is good. So I would go with, like, you know, the opening book joke is good. Whenever Mike solves a puzzle. Anytime good boy points are exchanged, a light amount of information about Gandalf's big naturals. Simple Flip's, thing that I didn't know. Just the entire stream? Yeah, I mean, like, you're gonna have to... It's gonna be difficult to edit that one down. I'll be honest with you. Like, it's like a 2.5-hour stream, but it's one of the best fucking streams that I've done this year. It's the best stream I've done this year. Yeah, there we go. Release the whole thing as the highlight. You could do 2 parts. Yeah, that's true too. I think a 1-parter is good enough. Just do like a 10-minute or like a 5-minute version of it or something. Can we stop so we can chat and eat grass like God intended? There's no God here. This is Texas. We barely have fucking grass. I'm actually surprised that it's green right now. I don't know where the fuck we are. I haven't really been out to like East Texas much. Ten minutes is like really pushing it. But if you get it down to like 10 minutes, I mean, like, use the clips that people did as like a thing. Why do people have, like, why are people what the fuck with Kevin James? Why is he a meme now? Thank you, Orthogonal. When are we getting board game night with chat again? He's just like a guy who was on a TV show. Yeah, Paul Blart. Oh, yeah, that's probably why. Crap, that was months ago. Time is ephemeral, and I don't give a shit. King of Queens was actually a good show. Doubt. For a network sitcom, crap. You've lowered the bar significantly. Are we there yet? Yeah, actually. Pretty much. We just have to get through this light. Check, stop looking, motherfucker. They're ending the autism doctor show? I'm a doctor! Yeah. Is it because it sucks ass? Is there any combat in this game? You can add it. Not Dr. House. No, no, no. There's another show that had a, Okay, I'm doing a right-hand turn. It's right on red, so this is a legal maneuver, you son of a bitch. Dr. House has autism? No, he's just Sherlock Holmes with a different drug addiction. It was a different, show. The good doctor has autism. Like, legitimately, I believe that's a plot point. I've only seen that one scene, and it's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, like, Sherlock Holmes is kind of an asshole. Like, he's really full of himself and kind of a prick. It's not Coke, it's Vicodin. And he's not British, he's American in the show. Popular media do good autism representation impossible. There's an episode of Dr. House I saw when I was a kid that had this thumb-looking alien hallucinations, which I found so scary I cried and pissed myself. Amazing. I'd rather have House cure me. House would do a good job. He would just, you know, treat you like kind of a piece of shit. You remember that weird episode where it's kind of like, I don't want to say transphobic, because it wasn't. It was just, this woman had been born. Yeah, you want autistic or non-binary rep, you can have a robot. Gallon oil, I see. They were intersex, and I think it was like the woman had testicular cancer or something like that. Houston to Laredo. Temperance? There's an episode of Dr. House where they prove asexuality isn't real. I'm sure that show didn't age well either. Bones? Yeah, Bones is a pretty accurate depiction of autism. Yeah, I think that probably counts as a character that was not explicitly autistic, but there was definitely something going on with her. Wait, how the fuck do I get out of here? Monk is... The first couple of seasons of House were okay. Like, they were fine. Was that the one that... I think that's the one I was talking about, by Sidon. Did they treat that better? I mean, like, House was kind of an insufferable prick every time he said or did anything, so it's kind of hard to tell whether or not, like, was he just being a prick or what? They did not treat it well. That was my memory of the occasion. Okay. I have no idea why I couldn't move there for a second. I don't really feel like I'm able to speak about asexuality in any real sense, but my understanding is much in the same way that I am straight and therefore have no sexual inclinations towards men. I think it's the same sort of thing for asexual people, but like, just like, you know, generally. That's the way it's been explained to me, and that's the way I understand it. It's not like, you know, they don't want romance necessarily. Although in my case, I just have no interest in men at all. But, you know, they wouldn't fuck a dude. They wouldn't fuck a girl. They wouldn't fuck anything in between. That's Arrow. Right, not being romantically interested in anyone is aromantic. In the same way that I am aromantic towards men. Right, asexuals don't have sexual desires with anyone. Right, and that's why I compared it, like, with me being straight, as, like, I don't have any sexual interest in men. So that's kind of the vibe. Yeah, and it sounds like that asexuality actually has a lot of, like, nuance to it as well. So I think there's a little bit more to it than just all that, but I'm too stupid to be able to explain this. I don't remember where I think we were going to go through... Yeah, we need to go through Victoria? Which means that I need to turn at the next major highway, it looks like. I think I get up on here. A lot of human sexuality is just easier if it fits into a little box where it's nice and neat and makes sense. Unfortunately, people aren't actually like that. It's for the same reason that, like, you know, diagnoses of, like, mental and physical stuff is generally not Can't go left here. Because there's a... Oh, I see. Oh, I can do this. Neat. Is that a fucking UFO? What in the goddamn is that? Is that a bird? A plane? Superman? I think it's a bird. Yeah, it's a bird. Yeah, the label's just kind of... It provides a box to be put in to simplify things. You don't want to be like, well, hold up. I'm not actually straight. Like, let me actually explain to you my, like, sexual history. You know, like, it's fucking annoying. So you just go, yeah, no, I'm asexual or whatever, and then it just makes your life a lot easier. You know? It makes it easier to explain, yeah. Just being able to just, like, generally go, that, you know? Spark notes. Yeah. Because generally speaking, when, like, you're being asked that question or, like, that is presented to you, it's really not an occasion where you need to get too deep in the weeds about it. And if you do, you can start by saying that, and then you can continue from there. Chat being horny all the time sucks, so I can kind of relate to your friend. Yeah. But I don't think asexual people are against other people being sexual. I think they just don't want to be involved. Again. That sucks, Rattler. Aces can be horny. Right. Again, the whole asexual thing is a little bit more complex than I'm really capable of having a intelligent conversation about. So, libido does not equal attraction. So you'll like see tits or a dick and you're just like, nah, it ain't for me, man. Like that doesn't do anything for me. I mean, that's nice, but whatever. Yeah, it's a good way of explaining it. You don't know specifically which color of red it is until they get like, oh, I mean like dark crimson or like cadmium red. Yeah, that's a good description because then you have to like kind of get into the weeds of what that description is more specifically. I like that description. You can be like Pogger's tits, but still not have the drive to do anything. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I don't understand people who are like, yeah. Chat, they made Peter Parker a DILF. I see tits, and I'm like, wow, this is cool, but that's my monkey brain doing that. Yeah, I think that's what... I think that means that you like chicks. Or at least people with tits. I agree, a nice pair of tits are cool. What the fuck are we doing here? What is this maneuver? Oh, no, you don't have to go specifically there. That's fine. I just want to, yeah, there we go. There it is. All right, cool. Show us your tits? No, that would get me banned on stream. Mine aren't female presenting. No, but they are hairy presenting. Like, it is a shag fucking carpet. Some people like that. I always saw Sherlock as someone who's very clever but has a drug addiction. Is it TOS to describe your tits with lots of information? Picture's worth 1,000 words, so as long as you stop short of 1,000 words when describing your tits, you're probably fine. I've never seen Sherlock. It's a book series, and yeah, it's opium. I want to say cocaine was involved as well. It was kind of a bit different way. A streamer, you read out the hex codes pixel by pixel. Again, you can only... You're severely limited by the picture's worth 1,000 words rule, which I just implemented. For really no fucking reason. I assume that if you describe your tits in hexadecimal code, you could do that. Does that count as a data stream? I mean, yeah. Numbers ain't words. Yeah. Yeah? Headlight usage? Because they're on? I can't even tell if they're on or off right now, man. We all have nipples. Skill issue. What if you read out a link to your tits? There are a lot of streamers who have like OnlyFans. They usually just like, I don't know, do yoga or do workout streams in very tight-fitting clothing. What's your OnlyFans? I want to peep them buns. Not quite that desperate for money. My lights are off, apparently. You could do a yoga stream. I don't know how to do yoga. Stop. That's such a suggestion. I don't give a shit. Like, who the fuck cares? Some streamers you'd never guess have OnlyFans. Hey, Hobo Goblin, how you doing? Thank you for the 14 months of support. Who has an OnlyFans that I wouldn't expect? Like, I'm pretty sure Markiplier has one, right? I don't know if he still updates it or not. Mike does not have one, no. He almost did. Thank you for the 20 bits, Nox. Mike does have one? I know of a few VTubers? What's the point of being a VTuber and then showing your real tits? Oh, they show their VTuber tits. Damn, that's kind of fucking clever. I mean, I guess you can use OnlyFans for things that aren't tits. That turn was going to be impossible. Was it Project Melody the first? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Snuffy had one. I don't know Snuffy. Like, you know, I know of Snuffy, but I don't know anything they do. Can you pimp your rides in this game? Yeah, actually you can if you get your own, which I haven't been able to afford yet. Thank you for the 100 bits there. What was that about? Read in Mike Imatron's voice. Oh. Rev, here's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to draw paintings, and then you're gonna make an OnlyFans, and your followers are gonna give you money to see your tits. Boom, there you go, Walter. That's an awful impersonation. Draw a couple beautiful birds, real nice paintings. Bing bada boom. Titty. That's the worst mic I've ever heard. Yeah, and I don't know, I don't remember what the fuck the guy sounds like. Walter, we need a picture of your titties. We don't have time for questions. Just show me your tits. It's almost Alex Jones. No, he's got like he's like really excited. Snuffy has a Patreon with lewds on it. Okay, well, here you go. Well, that's kind of what we were just talking about, like where the line is on Twitch. Did you know that Alex Jones has his own game now? Yeah, did you know it's basically Broforce, but for chuds? And then if you pay for it, you're gonna help him harass more people? We will have more board game streams. Yeah, it's not a long game. You can tell from the trailers because they show the same bits over and over and over again. Vinny is too big of a streamer for them to punish in any real respect. If the same thing happened to me, I'd be fucked. I'd have probably like a month ban or something. Did you guys know that you can turn from the right lane? I didn't until I started living in Austin. You can turn from the leftmost lane to turn right. There you go. Seven days is pretty long for someone of his size, yeah. The rules are not consistent on Twitch. The lines on the road are just kind of like for people who like to color in between the lines. That ain't me. Oh, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, driving's kind of a vibes thing. Weren't you coloring in the lines literally earlier? You're banned. Wait, hold on. I actually have to time someone out. PopCube, would you mind saying something in chat real quick so I can bonk you? There you go. Thank you. Oh, Tomat. Oh, fuck. I hit the wrong person. No, I got PopCube. Why are they showing up as a different person? What? All right. Timeout. Done. So, Rev, Jobby Aiden. What? Nice? What? Job, like the... That's not how you pronounce that? I think you'll find that I don't give a shit about how to pronounce things. I actually give a lot of shits, I'm just really bad at it, and I pretend like I don't care. But I actually care a lot. Joe Biden. I think I'm supposed to pronounce it like the president. But it looks wrong. Okay, that's the exit. I mean, I knew what it was supposed to be. Oh, hello, police officer. If you get hit by this, you're a son of a bitch. What in the fuck do you actually want me to do with this airlock here? Okay. Are way stations a thing in this game? Yeah, for some unfortunate reason they are. You see them every now and then. Why is I can do anything no longer available for me? Do I have to unlock it? The fines for ignoring them are usually worse than just going through with it. But that's somewhat dependent on how much your trailer's fucked. You get fined and jailed IRL if you skip them, yeah. That sounds right. Okay, how about Galveston? It's spelled with an E. Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, let's see what some of these other ones are. Del Rio. How do all of these manage to just skip Junction entirely? Do you see yourself doing something from Texas to Maine when the other states drop? I would love to drive around in Maine in this game. I don't think Maine is out yet, right? I don't know if I really want to afford the entire eastern coastline. Like, that sounds expensive. Because I'd have to buy, like, every state between Texas and Maine. There's some states in there that, like... Subathon to buy more truck DLC. I'll probably do the Alan Wake Subathon in, I guess, March. Because I need to do the Heart Month thing here soon, which is coming up. It's going to be on the 3rd. Which is a Saturday, I believe, this year. I think both of our birthdays are on Saturdays. Fun fact, my original birthday was supposed to be on the 3rd, but I decided I wasn't done yet and didn't want to leave. Because I was comfy. And then, both my mom and the doctors were like, nah. So I ended up being born like 2 weeks after the expected time. Yeah, they let me cook. All right, there we go. Now we can go through Junction. If you could live in any state, money notwithstanding, which one would you pick up? Made up fake states only. Secret Tennessee. Not like secret as in like that's the name of the town, but like secret as in like the extra state, the 51st state, Tennessee. East Virginia? It's really fucked up there's no East Virginia. I must have known that shit wasn't gonna be worth it. I feel it. Delaware is a pile of nothing. Or pit of nothing, excuse me. Yeah, some of these states have not been, they haven't done most of the eastern seaboard. They've done, like, California and, like, the West Coast and such, but you can't do the eastern seaboard, I'm pretty sure, in this game. Washington, B.C. I love that. How is it that everyone that I know from Texas uniformly say that Texas sucks? Well, that's because they've lived in Texas, so they're aware. Like, what if you paid taxes but then nothing happened? Like, what if you paid taxes and still couldn't, like, get basic services? Like, the only thing good about Texas is the food. Yeah, the food is good in Texas, but otherwise there's no reason to be here. It's expensive, it's, the politics suck ass. We have our own power grid that doesn't work because we want to be independent, but we still need excessive amounts of money from the federal government. What cryptids does Texas have? Yeah, that's another fucking point. Like in Germany, Saxony is considered a bad state, but it even has some weirdos defending it. I mean, there are people who are like hardcore Texans that love it. But, like, would I recommend it to a tourist? Are you a white straight man? Because otherwise, no. Otherwise, it's incredibly fucking dangerous. My 7-year-old wants to go to Texas to see scorpions. I keep telling them we can go elsewhere for that. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that Texas is #1 in any meaningful statistic. And like, a lot of people are leaving Austin and the Austin area because it's just like, rent is so fucking high. Like, we've been looking at apartments that are the same size, same number of rooms as our current apartment for $500 fucking less in Maine. Like, in Maine, yeah. And they have health care. Yeah, I've got to pay a state tax, but I mean, like, listen. Yeah, I'm like not a huge fan of having to pay taxes, but I understand the purpose, and like I am forced by the government to live in their rules, so that's fine. My 7-year-old wants to go to Texas because Greg Abbott says it's okay to hunt people for sport. Well, it's pretty generous for you to say that he thinks that they're people. There we go. Like, we pay out the ass for taxes compared to what we get for it. Like, I give a shit at this point. Yeah, geese are kind of assholes, I'll be honest with you. Are tacos good? Yeah, Tex-Mex is good in Texas, unsurprisingly. Like, food is good in Texas. Food is like the thing that we do right. Thank you for the 10 bits there, Knox. Bad opinion on geese? I can't always have like good takes, you know? That's a cop. At least I'm fairly certain it was. I think I made him roll. Pit maneuvers are like, how'd you get out of a ticket there? The way this game calculates on whether or not you should get a ticket for, like, I don't know, speeding or whatever, is if a cop or a red light camera sees you. The cop can only look in like a, I want to say like 180-degree look directly forward. So if you do a pit maneuver just right, they never actually see you. Which is why I always do pit maneuvers on cop cars as I'm approaching them. So that way I can continue to speed with no penalty aside from maybe like a car crash penalty. We should be allowed to do that in real life, / sarcasm. The shoulder has like sketchy. It's a little sketch on whether or not it's related to reality or not. Oh my God, I'm glad you're still on. I'm starting to lose my voice, so I should probably stop here soonish, I'll be honest. I was kind of thinking about literally saying, like, right now, like, hey, I think this might have to be my last ride. It's a 5-hour drive. It's not actually going to be 5 hours, but yeah. I'm sorry, Dino, no. But you can hang out with us while we're here. Minecraft should have cars. There are car mods. I remember there was one for Bounce. And it just it was kind of introduced late, and it was really expensive to get the parts, so it's kind of not worth. Let me over. Also, I think cops, when they're busy, don't give a shit. What's your favorite bird? That's a great question. There's a lot of good ones out there. Do people actually get horny for Minecraft characters? Go to Pornhub. Search Minecraft. Tell me how many pages of that there are. Ooh, penguins are a good choice. I like penguins. They got all the suits on, which I know is like a very like tepid take, but that's pretty good. Sheep. The penguin avatar in VR chat was very good. I know many people who are into Endermen. Like, do you have to wear a bat? Like, do they only do it in the dark? Like, how does that work? The Chinese word for penguin is business suited pink goose. I love this. I like the woodcock. That fella doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Well, he does, but he's just really weird. I love it. You could go one day and do anything on Twitch and you can't get banned for it. Well, most of the things that I'd want to do and not get banned for would be... I kind of prefer tits over boobies. He wasn't a cop, he was just in the way. Can you pit another semi? No, I think with the trailer it wouldn't really work. Have you seen Loving Vincent, the movie that was fully painted? No, but I really wanted to do that as like an idea for a music video. But I'd have to be in a band first. And the canvas would be like a mile thick by the end of it. It can also mean standing on tiptoes, but it can also mean business. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like Luigi Guy has a better, like, knowledge of birds than I do. I really like the internet for having birds. Like, I've heard that like parakeets and stuff can never not be functionally wild. I don't know if that's true or not, but like they scream a lot. And that's just not my that's not my vibe, man. Like, I don't like animals that make loud noises. It's kind of why I like cats a lot right now. Kookaburra is a good one. Do the cats not scream? I mean, Abby screams. Herman, like, he'll scream a bit when it's food time. Or when it's boy time. But yeah. Depends on what kind of bird you like. That's true, that's true. I mean, like, I like the weird fellas. I don't know if I like too many flying birds. Kiwis are good too. But what's super cool about like the internet is I don't have to own a bird to enjoy birds. Like someone else can have one. You know? I can look at videos and pictures of birds being cute without having to deal with the bullshit. Like, they're definitely not a bird for me. They're a lot of work. I think that, like, having a bird would make streaming really kind of hard. There's a guy that I used to watch on YouTube, Blog for the Blood God. And he just doesn't know how to focus his camera or balance his audio or anything about Warhammer to some degree. He'll make videos talking about combos you can do with like World Eaters or CSM, and he's all right, but you know, now that CSM is actually like a faction, he no longer claims to be like the #1 CSM player in the world, because he's not. Yeah, having birds cooped up is the problem, it sounds like. The smaller the cage, the more like pissed off the bird, which I mean, same. But you know, I also need the bird to shut the fuck up sometimes. And that's like, I also don't like that they just poop everywhere. I thought having an owl would be cool, because I remember reading, like, Harry Potter as a kid. Don't judge me. We all thought it was cool at the time, and we didn't know. And I was like, yeah, an owl sounds fucking awesome. Can I be real? But then I realized that, like, they're actually kind of a problem. Owls are birds of prey, right? Yeah, and that seems like it would be a problem. Some people who say those people who grew up with Harry Potter didn't have a real childhood. Oh, I guess I made up that I was a child at one point. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to lie. I just sort of decided to tell the truth, and it came out as a lie. I'm sorry, Rev, we have to cancel you now. I understand. No, totally. Like, I get it. Like, yeah. I'll make a half-assed apology video. You guys will defend it, and then we'll move on from there. Sound good? Like, it won't be a real apology. I'll just explain what people were offended about and then not actually address that. Do I have a ukulele? No, but I can be irrationally angry. I can do that. Okay, all right. Which was the worst apology video? James Somerton, the completionist, the ukulele girl, or Yandere Dev? Explaining that he did Somerton apologize? You know. Ukulele? Which Somerton apology? He's done several. He deleted the apology? Yeah. The ukulele was pretty bad. I don't think he plagiarized the apology. You can tell that he actually has a real moment at one point when he actually starts, like, talking about how it's gonna, like, it's gonna start affecting, like, his money. And that's when he's actually upset. Which I think really shows where he's at mentally. Since I didn't see the Yandere Dev one. I only saw a few minutes of the Yandere Dev one. I will be real, but he explains that he is not a child groomer or a pedo. Despite admitting that he did have communications with someone who is underage. I've been seeing it takes of all people saying all content creators are scumbags with no exceptions due to all these. I think that a lot of ones are. I really want to believe that Swamp Sniper guy that I was watching the other day, we didn't really watch much of his content. He was like the first airsoft video I showed yesterday. The one in the prison. He apparently has a meme where, like, people in his community will, like, give him beef jerky. And, like, he makes sure he thanks them and puts them giving them beef jerky in the video. Because he, like, seems to actually really respect his fans in that way. The main issue I have with it is I've watched several videos of him doing like zombie apocalypse survival or whatever. And it's less about him doing like a role play thing where he's surviving a zombie apocalypse and more him being handed beef jerky, occasionally interrupted by him having to shoot people with an airsoft gun. Like, the videos will be like 30 minutes long, and I want to say like maybe 20 minutes of it is beef jerky related. It kind of took over the content, but like, I understand exactly where he's at, where these people are giving him things that, like, beef jerky is not cheap. But like, legitimately, like, half the fucking video is beef jerky. Jerky meats are really good, and these events are sometimes multi-day and you're expected to camp out in the woods or whatever, so it's like he'll have like in one of the videos I saw, like, he had to get a second duffel bag, like he had to empty out one duffel bag after the first day because he had too much beef jerky. Jerky is great, don't get me wrong, I'm just saying that's a fuck ton of beef jerky. Too much jerky is a good problem to have. It saves fairly well. I mean, that's kind of the point. but it does kind of get in the way of there being like, I don't know, zombie apocalypse content, or maybe like knockoff Fallout content, because he has to deal with the beef jerky. I'll play you a video of his here. Hold on. All right, let's see how swamp. Spiritual meanings of ear ringing. Jesus fuck, I have to watch that video later. Hold on. That sounds absolutely fucking insane. What are you talking about? This isn't what... Okay, hold on. Swamp Sniper. All right. Let's see how long it takes for me to find...
1,000 survivors from all over the country. Death claws that can't be killed.
Okay, first off, I know the death claws are like really hokey looking, but just imagine this is like a LARPing event, and it's kind of cool. All right, this video is 37 minutes and 10 seconds long. Chat, pick a number between 1 and 37. $12. Okay, cool. We're gonna go to the 12-minute mark here.
Okay, that's cool.
Let's see how long it takes for someone to give him beef jerky.
A PPB. The blue band. I have on me. Walter has. That makes... Hey, don't look over here. So that's this, right? We have 7, so we need 4. Let's get 4.
Rob the poor, feed the rich.
I guess we should go north. There's a merchant at the halfback. Then we hit merchants at the north.
I went to pretty much the 12-minute mark.
Operation Pistol Jackhammer, let's go. Can we move? Can we like not?
Yes, please, let's go. We're going north.
Mr. Swamp, do you mind if I tag along? Just for funsies?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, just don't be a snake.
Wait a minute.
Don't be a two-time.
Do you know what a PPB is? Do you have one?
Oh my god, did we actually find the moment where he didn't get beef jerky?
North, we have 7 PPBs. That's pretty good. But we need 4 more for our group.
Also,
Well, nope.
how did we possibly find the moment where he's not being given beef jerky?
Thank you.
I think someone gave him some on the frame. Let's go back to 12 exactly.
Hey, we're just having a private conversation. Sorry. No, yeah. You should be sorry. Does Danny?
It was Dash.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Does anyone here have a PPB?
Okay, no.
Blue band. I have.
God, there's so... Maybe I was just like...
On me. Walter has. That makes...
I love the gladiatorial arena bit.
So that's this,
Like, this event actually looks like a lot of fun. I mean, he's got enough that he can trade this guy beef jerky. Okay, I want to see what 12 spiritual meanings of...
Have you ever experienced a mysterious ringing in your ears and wondered about its deeper meaning?
Is this an AI
Dive
voice?
into the spiritual realm to decode the mysterious frequencies you might be hearing. While it's true that ear ringing could have medical explanations,
Yeah, LARPing Fallout or Stalker sounds great, right?
like tinnitus, and it is strongly advised to schedule a medical checkup for recent occurrences.
I think I'm pretty sure this is a text-to-speech voice.
There's also a rich spiritual dimension to consider. Often such sounds are linked to higher spiritual realms and communications from...
Okay. That's as loud as I can make it. Wait, does she not actually show up at any point? What the fuck? Okay, anyway. Stalker LARP is somewhat viable. Yeah, I think that's basically what it is. Stuff like this is why it's hard to talk about spiritual stuff. Yeah, and that's like the thing. Is like... there are beliefs that are like outside of like Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, all the big names, right? but like they are as legitimate as those, you know. A lot of the Norse faiths, or the Norse faith. Oh right, I don't have it. Wait, did I have that on the wrong screen? How long did I have that on the wrong screen for? I have no idea what I'm stuck on. How do I call for a tow truck again? Oh, F7, there it is. Visit services immediately. Yeah, that's all right. Tow me? That'll cost me $1,837. My employer will take care of that, thank you. Put it on the company card, it's fine. Did anyone else pre-order the Garfield pillow pet? Is this chat? So I actually don't know the answer to that. That seems like a legitimately good question. I was gonna say, like, who the fuck would? And then I'm like, yeah, you know, you're right. My chat would. Fly different? What does that mean? Well, whatever the fuck this is here. Garfield just makes me think of Chris Pratt now. Yeah, I've had a hard time enjoying Garfield for 20-something years. What fucking light? What? No. What the fuck light are you talking about? How did I get a red light violation there? Did anyone see a light? Like, I'm not even memeing right now. Where the fuck is the light? There's no light back there. The fuck are you talking about? Oh, temporary construction light. Well, ain't that some bullshit? Should Rev be played by Chris Pratt, Danny DeVito, or Vinny Vinesauce? Me and my brother have joked for a long time that when one of us gets famous, the other one will be in the documentary about their life. The not famous one will be played by Gilbert Godfrey. But he's dead. Yeah. I do have a brother. I have an older brother. He's a year and a half older than me. Hi, Rev. I'm very drunk. What was the rest of that? That message just didn't pop up on the chat thing. A year and a half, yeah, exactly. And he's 6'2". That's what it says on his license, and what it says on my license is that I am 6'3". Turns out he's shorter than me. It's very obvious in almost every picture, except for the ones where I intentionally crouch to make him look taller. He has to stand on his toes. I mean, I don't really talk about my brother much. Like, he moved to California and doesn't really keep in touch. And then he's moved back in with my folks because California wasn't working out for him. And yeah, we're just very different people. As a Californian, it never works out for anyone. Yeah, he thought that he would have better chances at getting gigs, playing music and stuff. Hey, Abdul, how you doing? My fuck. Slow down the truck. We are going so incredible. How slow do you want? Share any interest with him? Not really. I mean, he plays guitar, I play guitar. Our vibes on what we like as far as music goes is very different. My brother really likes, you know, Aaron Lewis, I think, is his, like, inspiration. Just try and unlock your differential. Well, okay. Would he play Warhammer? Absolutely not. Well, I've only got one brother. He just moved back to Texas. Yeah, no, he likes... I think his favorite musician is Aaron Lewis. The Restream thing has a thing where you can do that, Abdul. Restream.io. Aaron Lewis was the former lead singer of Stained, if you remember that band. And then, like, I would say that, like, I either really look up to, like, you know, King Diamond, Merciful Fate, or, like, the lead singer of Blue October. That guy does some shit right, even if, like, he had some issues at some points. Like, those are good. I've been getting a lot into Amigo the Devil recently. He gets very excited about football. I don't. I like to ask him how the Cowboys are doing. It's very funny. Brr. It's been a while as Stained. Right. When Aaron Lewis moved on to do his own thing, he did like country. And I honestly prefer Stained to the stuff that Aaron Lewis is doing now. And that is probably mostly nostalgia. Yeah, we're very different people, which is like, you know, occasionally like he'll invite me to play like Call of Duty or something. What's your favorite sport to watch? Can I say Warhammer? That's exactly what happened to me too. That's how I found out about Amigo the Devil. He's like not folk punk, but he's so fucking close to that like he just shows up when you start looking into folk punk. No, but you can say chess. I don't like watching chess. How are the Cowboys doing? Pretty bad from what I hear. Like, I find chess to be... Like I said it the other day when we were playing that board game stream, I think all the board games that, like, the layperson knows of, and I'm not even acting like a fucking whatever, like a hipster about it. Like, the games that everyone knows are some of the worst board games in existence. Like, every board game that, like, the average, like... person knows is usually is just genetically, I don't know what it is, they're fucking awful. I used to be super into the chess club. I was unsurprisingly part of the chess club in middle school. I did not have friends. Yes, that was painful. What do I think of Ludo? You mean Sorry? Monopoly is bad. I mean, yeah, the Warhammer thing is like, I don't think people would actually want to watch that. Catan sucks ass. I fucking hate Catan. It's so fucking slow, and it's just like, give me your goddamn sheep, bitch. Mafia / werewolf is pretty good, but that's starting to get like towards like the more esoteric stuff. But like if you go to Target and you like go, I want to buy a board game, I can teach you Mahjong. Mahjong seems neat. My favorite board game is whatever that game is you played with Mike Hoots and Simple Flips. Yeah. But that game was intentionally bad. I took a lot of, like, notes from more common games. I mean, like, I like Hanafuda. That one's good. The Thing board game is really good. Yeah, but I wouldn't say that's, like, one that no. I like co-op games? Ooh, I like co-op games too, but there's a lot of really bad ones. What's the one with the tower that has the artifacts and you have to get it before, like, the water like sinks the whole place? That one sucked ass. The XCOM board game looks alright, but I think you have to have like a... Don't you have to have like a phone going or something? Have you seen the announcement that Twitch is getting shut down in South Korea? I'm not particularly surprised to hear that, but I hadn't heard that, no. Shit. South Korean ISPs charge based on server usage. Oh. Ooh. Oh, Oh yeah, no, that's why the game was good. Was because I intentionally made it very bad. Like, that game was intentionally not fair. And that's what was fun about it. It's very easy to make a game like that. Monopoly also is a little bit better if you actually play by the rules and let people lose. Dragging it out and letting people bleed to death by constantly giving them small little cash injections so they can have a chance at still playing makes Monopoly really, really bad. Free parking does not have a thing where you get money. It's just a blank space. The winner of Monopoly is decided 20 minutes in. Yeah. Monopoly was originally made as a critique of capitalism, but then it just became capitalism, which is what capitalism would do. Didn't you mention Dokapon with folks a little while back? Yeah, I kind of thought I would be invited by, like, friends. But, they ended up not doing that. I think the night and day cycle is something that the Rev game needs to have. Also sees cheap shirts sold at the mall. Yeah, yeah. I also need there to be like I think that like passing go should get you some money. So that way there's a constant injection of cash. I didn't specify when the card could be used. A loot box with 90% useless things. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Wait, where do you want the... Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, yeah, I played the cheating Monopoly thing with Mike and my wife. He came to the... we had like a... I don't want to call it a bachelor party or whatever. But kind of? All right, I brought my wife. What's the party you have before the wedding? Engagement party. Thank you, my love. I don't know. That was about as close as... Well, no. I had my, like, bachelor party with Hootie and my wife. Because I'm just like... It was good. It was a lot of, like, honestly, it's the best way. Cheating Monopoly is the best way of playing Monopoly. Because the game sucks, kind of. But if you're, like, trying to cheat, it becomes, like, very meta. And it becomes a lot more interesting. Like, when we ended up stopping the game, everyone just, like, pulled out cash. Like, that they had stolen prior to the game starting. What did we do at our... I mean, like... Yeah, like... I mean, like, we went to... Like, we had, like... I want to say we just had food for our, Oh, boy time's over. That's what happens. Boy time is a sacred secret thing. Oh, no. I want to quit. Yes. But yeah. Yeah, it was stolen. I'm gonna go ahead and check and see if there's any art real quick. Look on Twitter. Click the latest. And there's nothing new as far as Rev art goes, but there's a lot of cool art in here. A lot of these are just me announcing that I'm streaming, but yeah. You can always use hashtag RevFart, and I'll check that after stream. But yeah. Well, anyway, I think that's where I'm going to have to stop for the night, because I'm starting to lose my voice, and I still need to record lines for tomorrow. Or Sunday, excuse me. So, I will see you guys. Yeah, let's raid someone. Let me figure out who to raid. Mike's probably live, and then looks like Limes is live. Gear is live. Desert P is live. Dyson Sphere Project. Pondering Orbs in the Dyson Sphere program. Yeah, alright. Sure. I don't know what that is, Gear, but I'll raid you for it. Raid Gear-O-Matic. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching.